And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Lincoln County Lady Patriots. At guard, a 5'5" junior, number 2, Maddie Boyle. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 14, Trinity Shearer. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 34, Emma King. At forward, a 5'9" junior, number 23, Zoria Napier. And at forward, a 6' junior, number 11, Caitlin Wilkes. And the head coach of the Lincoln County Lady Patriots, Cassandra McWhorter.
The tip-off sponsor is Builder Supply Do It Best Home Center. Since 1963, we're underway.
Ball is tipped up and controlled by Roney for Boyle County. Gets it to Leaf, top of the key, and Boyle going left to right on your radio dial in the gray uniforms. Lincoln County in a man-to-man defense. They give it over now to Roney on the right wing extended. It's guarded by Shear. Now in the corner to Edmiston. Back to the right wing. That is Baker. They get it down low to Leaf. She fades it back out to Edmiston. Back over now. And now a little bounce pass inside to Roney. Roney goes up and lays it up. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Napier. Napier on the run for Lincoln County. Lobs it down on the baseline to Emma King. Step back long two. Got it.
Just bottom. Nice pass by Napier. And King does what she does. Just puts it in the basket.
Here comes the full court pressure from Lincoln County. And Boyle's going to break it easily. As Roney, I said easily, but she didn't get it in the front court and now does. Gives it over to Steinhauer. Back out top to Leaf. 2-0 here. 1 minute gone in this first quarter. Right side to Baker. Baker puts a couple dribbles down and can't get by Shear. Now we'll have to kick it back out to Leaf. Leaf guarded by Maddie Boyle. Hits a cutting Edmiston. Edmiston goes in. Has her shot blocked by Zaria Napier. A lot of ball up top, but the left arm got the body. That'll be the first foul on Lincoln County and the first on Zaria Napier.
Yeah, really nice job of Boyle. They're executing their offense and getting a pass to Edmiston. When she gets it, she'll go to the basket with it.
Well, Lincoln County is susceptible with feast or famine with their full court press, and what I mean by that is they'll get some steals and easy buckets, but they also give up some things on the other end.
Yeah, that was just good execution there before. And then Edmiston's a good free throw shooter.
First one is good. Second one on the way is good as well, so we are tied at 2. Lincoln gets it into the front court. Maddie Boyle dumps it down to the baseline. Wilkes, 10-foot jumper, air ball, rebounded by Boyle County. Traveled, no call, then tried to throw it to Lauren Steinhauer. Leaf had it, spun out of control.
King deflected it out of bounds.
So it will stay with the Rebels. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. We are tied at 2. Both teams a little tight right now as Baker triggers it in to Leaf in the backcourt. She's picked up by Emma King and Shear waiting on the trap. And they lobbed in the front court. Now they'll get it over to Baker. Baker on the right wing, guarded by Boyle. She loses the handle on it. Boyle strips her of it. Lincoln County on the run. Boyle down the middle of the floor. Stops at the elbow and is bumped. Gives it over to Napier. 3 on the way off the back iron. No good. Nice offensive rebound on the backside by King. Can't get her shot to go. Wilkes put back, won't go. And rebounded by Steinhauer. Now Boyle's on the run. Quickly up the floor to Baker. Baker goes up, has her shot blocked by Maddie Boyle. And Boyle tried to control it. And it's going to be a foul. Yeah, Boyle got bumped out of bounds.
Yeah, that was actually Boyle defending on Edmiston down there. And that was a nice job of her of not fouling her and disrupting her just enough to miss that shot. But on this end, you would think that King and Wilkes would follow that ball in most of the time there.
Foul goes against Rachel Leaf, her first, team's first. Lincoln breaks the pressure. 2 minutes gone in this first quarter. Tied at 2. Boyle gives it over to King for a 3. No good. Rebounded on the weak side by Napier. Floats it out top to Boyle, and Lincoln County will reset the offense. Napier in the corner. Dumps it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes goes up in traffic. Steinhauer with a nice defensive presence. Got the rebound, but threw it away. Maddie Boyle intercepted it. She is bumped by Gracie Edmiston. That is her first and the team's second.
There's 2 hustle plays by Maddie Boyle within 30 seconds to get your possession each time.
Absolutely, and if Boyle is patient right there, they're going to have the ball, but got a little ahead of themselves. They lob it inside to Wilkes. Wilkes goes to her right hand this time, fans it out. 3 on the way from Emma King from the corner. Got it.
Took her time a little bit more. She rushed the one right before that. That one she gets set and bottom.
Feet set, shoulder square, and it's going to go in. Lincoln up 5-2, largest lead of the night for the Lady Patriots, and they break the pressure. Boyle tried to get it down low to Leaf and Baker drug a pivot foot before she could put a dribble down and get the pass off. So,
isn't that what you coaches call unforced turnover right there? Because she had really no pressure. She just turned it over.
Got in a hurry, and that's what Lincoln's pressure will do to you. So Boyle has it now, gives it over to Shear. That was Maddie Boyle with it. 5:10 to go in the first. Lincoln up 5-2 to Maddie Boyle. Fakes a three, steps out, gives it over to King. Fires another three, and this one's good.
Yeah. Boyle's going to have to get out there on her. You just can't let her have time to get set. That's what, 8 points already?
Yeah.
All 8 Lincoln points.
Oh, it's Emma King 8, Boyle County 2. And Lincoln County trying to force another turnover, unable to do so, but they did force, tipped it out of bounds, so it will stay with the Lady Rebels.
And it looks like Boyle's kind of extending their defense a little bit out on Maddie Boyle. She's doing a really good job of just running the offense, and King and Wilkes are both getting good shots.
Roney has it pocket picked by Shearer. She will go coast to coast, lay it off the glass. And Greg Edwards has seen enough. With 4:43 to go in the first quarter. Lady Patriots on top, 10-2.
AGE Engineering, engineers, surveyors, and managers, 165 Foster Lane in Stanford. Land surveying, construction management, GPS services, highway design. They do it all. They won't let me fly the drone, though. 606-365-8362. Proud sponsors of Lincoln County Lady Pates basketball and Patriots basketball. And also, a shout out to John David Friend listening to us tonight. And he says, let's go, Lady Pates. The Lady Pates are on top 10-2. 8 points for Emma King and 2 points for Trinity Shear. Here's Kevin Bandura and Larry Mott.
Larry, Lincoln County getting not really a whole lot of steals. They had a few steals off this press, but kind of forcing Boyle County to be a little discombobulated at this point.
Yes, they are. The first 2 possessions, Boyle got the ball down the court, ran their offense really well, got one nice layup by Edmondson, but since then they've not been able to get into any offense at all because of that defense of Lincoln. I mean, Shear and King just really disrupt you with their length. And then Boyle, I don't know where she plays. She's just everywhere.
She's like a free safety.
Yeah, I mean, she's wherever the ball is, she seems to end up.
And Emma King's been a wrecking ball on offense so far. 8 of the 10 Lincoln points, and we're back underway. They get it in the backcourt, and Edmiston threw it to over the left side to Steinhauer, and it just went behind her. And Lincoln County with a trap right there, forced another turnover.
Yeah, had the double team by King and Shear, and when she threw the ball away, it's like Steinhauer thought she couldn't beat Boyle to it, so she just gave up.
Shear with it in the corner, skip pass on the other side now to King. King drives, steps back, gives it to Boyle. She'll fire a three, contested three, no good. Nice offensive rebound by Napier, but lost the handle on it. Picked up by Baker. Now Boyle's going to run. Boyle gets to the free throw line. They give it to Roney, has her shot swatted away by Napier. Napier controls, long down court pass to King. Stop and pop for three. Got it.
Wow. I'm not sure that was the best shot to take on 1-on-3, but if I could shoot like that, maybe I'd just shoot it too.
Quickly the other way goes Boyle County. A missed shot by Edmiston, rebounded by Wilkes. Patriots on the run, down to King. King in traffic, spins, goes to her left hand, shovels it out to Shear. Shear drives, Euro step, lays it up, can't get it to go. Gets her own, gets it back to Boyle, who lays it up and in. Maddie Boyle with her first bucket of the night. It is 15-2 Lincoln County.
Yeah, nice plays by Shear. She didn't finish the first one, then a really nice pass out.
Back in the backcourt, they hand off to Leaf, and here comes a double team. Ball is tipped away. It will stay with Boyle County. Here comes Keely Bowling to check in for Boyle County, and it's a player you've got to watch from the three-point line for sure.
True. Boyle just doesn't have a great ball handler, and against the Lincoln press, you've got to have somebody sometime that can just say, just give me the ball, I'm going to get through it. Because once you get in traffic or once you stop, you're hurting against that press.
Well, Boyle kind of left it for Leaf in the backcourt. She got in a double team, but they do break the pressure this time. But now they nearly throw it away. It's picked up by Baker right at midcourt over to Leaf. She nearly steps over the line. She's in trouble. Shakes, goes to the right, drives in, splits a double team, gets it to go. Oh, they called a traveling violation.
Yeah, I think that's what, 6 turnovers for Boyle. Are you keeping those 10 or are you afraid they're going to get too high? 6.
15-2 your score. Lincoln on top. 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Maddie Boyle walks it into the front court. Anna Lane checked in at the last dead ball. They throw it in the corner to Napier. Napier dumps it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes lays it up and in. Boyle went for the steal. Couldn't get it. Wilkes with an easy bucket. 17-2 Lincoln. Here comes the full court press again. Roney with it. Gets it in the front court to Edmiston. Now to Baker. Baker drives. Goes up in traffic. Has her shot blocked by Napier. Napier puts her hands up. That's going to be her second foul. And that'll bring Shearer right back off the bench. So Napier with 2, Lincoln with 2, and it will send Michaela Baker to the free throw line for 2.
And, yeah, Napier's really aggressive, does a good job blocking the ball. That's pretty close to being a clean block if it wasn't.
First free throw from Baker is good. Shearer will replace Napier. So Lincoln County with Wilkes, Shearer, Anna Lane, Emma King, and Maddie Boyle on the floor. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln to a commanding 17-3 lead. Second free throw good. Boyle has 4 points, all from the free throw line.
They just can't get anything going against this Lincoln defense.
Shearer gets it in the front court to Emma King. Right wing extended over to Maddie Boyle. She'll fire a 3. Got it.
Nice pass by King, and when you get it to Boyle like that and she gets her feet set, money.
Largest lead of the night for Lincoln County at 16. Baker breaks the pressure, will stop and pop from 15. Shot off the iron, no good. Batted out of bounds off the hands of Casey McGurr, who just checked in. Who just checked in.
Yeah,
go with Lincoln.
I'm not sure right there why Baker just didn't go ahead and challenge Wilkes a little bit instead of pulling up and taking the shot. I guess Caitlin just intimidated her.
2:19 to go. Maddie Boyle with it in the corner, puts a dribble down, back out top to Shearer, out at the volleyball line. Shearer over to the right to King. They're going to start guarding her now, which might be a good idea since she has 11 points. Down low to Anna Lane, who lays it in.
What a great pass from Shearer at the top of the key to see through the zone and get it to Lane underneath.
22-4 Lincoln County. 2 minutes to go, and Boyle breaks the pressure, and they get it down to McGurr, who misses the wide open layup, rebounded by Wilkes. In the front court to Lane. Lane bounces it over to Shearer. Shearer on the right wing, skip pass on the left side to Boyle. She fakes a long 3, drives, bounces it back to Shearer. Down low to Wilkes, nice pass over the top of the defense. Wilkes got fouled, no call. Boyle with the rebound. They're going to get it down to McGurr again. She won't hit that shot. Rebounded by Roney, put back good.
Boyle got out and ran that time. That's twice McGurr's been right at the rim and just couldn't finish the layup.
First bucket of the game for Boyle County. Emma King with it quickly the other way. 3-pointer from the corner. Guess what? It's good.
I think she's feeling it tonight. What do you think?
Wow, 19-point lead for Lincoln County. 4 3-pointer for Emma King. She has 14 of Lincoln's 25 points. And Lincoln in a rout right now with 1:07 to go in this first quarter. To the high post to Edmiston. She drives, gets by Wilkes. Shot no good at the bottom of the rim. Wilkes with a good box out and a rebound to Shearer. Lincoln on the run to Maddie Boyle. Dribble, 3-pointer on the way. Got it.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what else you can say. I mean, Lincoln's just cooking right now.
6 3-pointers on the night for Lincoln County. And, oh, by the way, we're just in the first quarter. Down to Bowling. Bowling, skip pass on the right side to McGurr. She'll take a long 2, back iron, no good. Wilkes, beautiful box out, great rebound, and Wilkes will bring it down the floor. Bounce pass to Emma King. Stops, thought about a 3, thought better of it. Puts a couple dribbles down, and we'll give it out to Shearer. She'll try a 3. Banked it in. When it rains, it pours, and the Lady Patriots are pouring in the 3-pointers tonight. And McGurr had it knocked out of bounds. Shearer, I thought it may have hit Shearer and then McGurr, but they're going to say it's going to stay with Boyle County. 18.4 seconds to go in the first. 31-6. Lincoln County. Lady Patriots get some subs in.
We don't get a lot of times to get a PBK bank shot from the 3, but that was a PBK bank shot.
And you see Trinity called it after it went in. She turned around, looked at her coach.
Yeah,
banked
I think she hung an H on her opponent right there too. Bowling with it in the corner. She'll bring it back out and get it back in the corner to Roney. Roney drives, baseline, lays it up and in and gets the foul. See who the foul is on. 4.6 seconds to go. Roney with a nice power move right there. Going to be on Anna Lane, her first, team third.
That's a nice move. That's what Roney can do. She went by Shearer. It's not easy to do, but as you said, Lincoln just got completely out of what they wanted to do.
Free throw from Roney is good. She has 5 of Boyle's 9 points. It's 31-9, 4.6 seconds to go. Shearer races into the front court, crosses over, going to get all the way, but has it back tapped, and that's the way the first quarter went.
Lincoln County Lady Pates hit 7 threes. I guess you could say it's raining in Danville tonight, and it's raining threes for the Lady Pates. They lead it 31-9 after 1 quarter. Here's Kevin Bandera and Larry Vaught.
So if you're Greg Edwards, Larry, not sure what you're going to tell your squad here because you tried to get out and run and it didn't work. You got to find something else to do. Lady Patriots now with the basketball. Shearer with it, right wing extended, lobs it over on the left side to Haley Relaford. Now down to Barnes to Rice, and Lydia Rice traveled with it. So Lady Patriots, other than Trinity Shearer, 4 new players on the floor.
Yeah, Cassandra's gone to the bench early, and But why not? You're up 31-9.
Well, we'll see the starters again for sure. She'll open up each quarter with them, even if it becomes a blowout, just to keep them fresh or keep them sharp, I should say. 31-9, Lincoln on top. Just underway in the second quarter. Bowling with it, left wing, extended now over the right side to Baker. Baker picks up her dribble, lobs it out top to McGurr. Lincoln in a little zone now. They drop it down low, got it inside. The shot was blocked by Rice, but controlled by Roney. And they got it out to Bowling. Bowling tried to throw it to McGurr. It was about 10 feet over her head, sailed out of bounds over to the Lady Patriots.
Yeah, and Boyle just couldn't afford tonight to make those kind of mistakes, just those unforced turnovers. It'd be interesting to know going into the game whether Greg Edwards wanted to really slow the pace down, because it looked like early he did, and then Lincoln just got him completely out of that.
Seemed like every time Boyle got a rebound, they tried to beat Lincoln down the floor and just weren't able to do it. Lane drives to the lane, gets it to Barnes. Barnes got in a trap and threw it to Relaford, but it went by her and it sails out of bounds, so it will be a turnover to the Lady Rebels. We're going to see Lindsey Wren enter the ball game for Boyle County. 6:59 to go in the second quarter. Lady Patriots with a 31-9 lead. They get the inbounds into to Edmiston. Has her shot blocked out of bounds by Barnes. It will stay with the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, Barnes is sheer double teamed her. I thought Gracie would probably finish that play.
They get it to Edmiston, driving the lane, gets shot up, no good, gets her own rebound, kicks it back to Baker. Baker drives, gives it over the left or the right side to Wren. Wren out top to McGurr, around to Baker, three-pointer from the left wing, back iron, no good. Edmiston wades in for the rebound, gets it to go. They're going to say she got fouled on the floor, so it's going to be a side out.
I don't know about that. If I was a Boyle fan, I would kind of think that looked like an and-one to me.
They quickly get it into Baker. Three-point shot is an air ball, no good. We've got another whistle and a rebound. This one's going to go on Shearer. Didn't get who the last foul was on. That's 5 team fouls for the Lady Patriots. May have been Rice on that foul. Lincoln County with a steal. Barnes comes up with it on the inbounds play. She drives down the floor, gets knocked down, no call. Loses a handle on it, picked up in the backcourt by Wren. Wren dumps it over to McGurr. Boyle into the front court now. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. 31-9, Lincoln on top. Down low to Roney. Roney shot no good. Rebounded by Haley Barnes. Barnes gives it over to Shear. Shear splits a double team, picks it up, gives it to Lane. Lane drives, gets in the paint, floater off the glass and
wow,
in.
Nice
Not
move.
sure how you bank it from behind the backboard, but she did it.
And made it look easy.
And Elaine's second bucket of the night, 33-9. In the corner now to McGurr. Fakes a three over to Wren. Wren backs it back out. Over now the right side to Baker. Baker down low to Roney. Roney with a nice acrobatic shot. Gets it to go. She has 7 points on the night for Boyle. Lincoln quickly the other way. Down the court to Relaford. Relaford over to Lane. Lane has it stripped away, but Rice has it, and then she throws it away to Wren. Wren drives down, goes up, shot no good. Challenged by Shear, but rebounded by McGurr. With a whistle and a foul on Lincoln County with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. This will be a shooting foul. That is on Trinity Shear.
Not sure why Relaford didn't shoot the ball down here. I mean, she's wide open underneath the basket.
Too unselfish right down there,
Yeah.
I think so. Would have been better off to just lay it up and in. As that Coach Cal says, just make the easy play.
That's right. That's all she had to do. I mean, she's a foot from the basket. Nobody's
Nobody's going to get mad at you if you shoot a layup. First free throw just a bit outside.
That was kind.
McGurr will get a second.
Reading the defense sponsored by the Lincoln County Public Library. Homework help, exciting programs, educational resources, all free. The defense for Lincoln County right now that's working is their full court press.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Napier. Lincoln brought all the starters back in. So Maddie Boyle with it in the front court. Skip pass on the left side over to King. King, skip pass back to Boyle in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Got it.
And that pass before from Boyle to King, that's just playing with each other, because that was not a great pass, but King anticipated and got over to it and gets it right back, and boom.
And Boyle got her feet set quickly, drained the three. She has 11 points on the night. Lincoln County up 36-11. Corner three-pointer from Boyle County, no good, but rebounded by Edmiston, and she hits the floor. Got tangled up
Maddie Boyle.
with Maddie Boyle. Called a jump ball. So it'll be Boyle County basketball on the alternate possession. 5:03 to go until halftime. Lincoln up 36-11. In the corner to Roney. Roney ball fakes, drives, 15-footer, back iron, no good. Napier can't get the rebound, but Edmondson grabs it, puts it back in. Her 4th point of the night. Lincoln on the run now to Shear in the corner. Napier, she'll try a 3. It won't go. Rebounded by Wren for Boyle County on the run into the front court. Bounces it in the corner to McGurr. To a cutting Roney. Split a double team and laid it in.
That's what Roney does. I mean, she gets inside and just makes shots you wouldn't think she's going to make.
Quickly down the floor goes Maddie Boyle. Gets it to go. And she's fouled by Roney.
Just good quickness and a hustle there by Maddie, and a really good job of finishing the play after contact. That's something everybody can do.
Well, that's something that I think your experienced players begin to do, Larry, as they get experience, is instead of shying away from the contact, a lot of younger players probably would have realized, hey, there's going to be contact here. I'm going to stop and shoot a little jumper or try to go around them. Maddie Boyle just realized that she was going to beat Danielle Roney to the spot and drew the foul.
That's right. Now, at the next level, you probably ought to pull up and shoot it, but right here, she needs to keep doing just what she did. 14
points for Maddie Boyle as she completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Lincoln up 39-15, 4:20 to go in the second, and a traveling violation on Edmiston. There's another turnover for the Lady Rebels to Lincoln County. And Lady Patriots looking to take advantage. District championship on the line tonight. Looking good for the number 1 seed so far. Maddie Boyle into the front court. Boyle in a little 1-2-2 zone.
They better find Emma King.
King's got it in the corner. Ball fakes, drives baseline, goes up, shot off the glass, can't get it to go. Wilkes put back, can't get it to go, but she is fouled. And there's the danger of that zone, Larry, is that shots go off the glass and nobody finds a body to box out, and it's right for the offensive rebounding.
Yeah, and Emma King did a nice job of penetrating. That's probably shots she'll make 90% of the time. And then there's Wilkes right there to clean it up.
Wilkes.
And again, she's a great free throw shooter and puts it right in.
First free throw is good. Foul was on Danielle Roney, her second, team's fourth. Lincoln County with Maddie Boyle, Anna Lane, Caitlin Wilkes, Zaria Napier, and Emma King on the floor. We're halfway through the second quarter, and Lincoln County up 40-15, and make it 41-15. Largest lead of the night for the Lady Patriots at 26. Wilkes with 4 points. Boyle breaks the pressure. Ran into the front court. Lincoln in an extended man-to-man now. Over to McGurr, who's guarded by Lane. McGurr gets it to Baker. Baker to Edmiston in the right corner, guarded by Wilkes. Edmiston will work it back out. Thought about driving, and just couldn't get by Wilkes. Tries again, drives baseline, gets it to go.
What a nice job by Gracie. Didn't think she could beat Wilkes the first time, so she pulled her farther out and then drove by her.
Quickly down the floor, Emma King, free ball, corner pocket. 17 points for her. It's 44-17 now. 3:20 to go.
Better find King.
They haven't found anybody, and Lady Patriots
Fair
making
point.
them pay. Now King's going to draw a defensive foul as Baker got her shoulder around her, so King picks up her first and the team's 7th. So we'll be in the bonus here for Boyle County from here on out with 3:19 to go. Lady Rebels will bring in Brooke Kaufman. She replaces Edmiston.
Hey, Boyle has both Roney and Edmiston out right now. You would fear they'd have a hard time scoring with those two out. They're having a hard enough time anyway.
Well, just not enough horses in the stable, I'm afraid, for Boyle County. As Baker hits the first free throw, she'll get a second. That was the front end of a 1-and-1. Second one is good as well, so Lady Rebels have made hay at the free throw line, but not near enough for this 44-19 score. 3:15 to go in the second. Emma King drives, gets cut off, hands it to Wilkes. Got by her man on the baseline, floater good.
Just way too easy right there. And
good touch by Wilkes there on that
excellent
shot. They get it to Baker. Baker drives, shot off the glass, no good. There's Maddie Boyle for the rebound. Long down court pass. Emma King leaked out and got behind the defense and lays it in.
Yeah, Emma gambled for the steal and then didn't get it. Had enough confidence in her teammates. She just went ahead and ran out anyway. Great pass by Boyle to see her immediately.
And that's Lincoln's MO right there, is get a rebound and try to find someone running down the floor. King with 19 points already. Three-pointer on the way from Boyle County, no good. Rebounded by Maddie Boyle. 48-19. 29-point lead for Lincoln County. Boyle drives, gets by her man, lays it in. Tough shot by Maddie Boyle, but it went.
She tell you it wasn't that hard. She just went right in there, just goes in there and just does it. I mean, it's amazing. I think the other night she told me she missed 3 shots in that game.
50-19. Three-pointer from Baker gets partially blocked. Napier with it now for Lincoln County. She's on the run. Long down court pass to King. Step back three from the corner. Just write it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just phenomenal. For people that sometimes wonder, what does Matthew Mitchell see in Emma King? Well, come watch her shoot the ball. It's not complicated.
14 minutes into this game, and Lincoln County has 53 points. Boyle turns it over again, tried to hit Baker cutting to the basket, just lost it out of bounds. So Lincoln County will bring in Shear, Courtney Snow, and Haley Relaford. Excuse me, that is Relaford. 1:50 to go until halftime. This one is a snoozer, 53-19 for the Lady Patriots. Shear into the front court. Crosses over, gets by her man, left-handed layup, won't go. Battle for the rebound, Snow fighting for it, but picked up by Brooke Kaufman. She'll hand off to McGurr. Boyle County on offense now with a minute and a half to go until halftime. Angles to the right, picks up her dribble, looking for help. Now gets it over to Dean, who checked in. Dean picks up her dribble and traps Snow all over her. Dumps it down, picked off by Shear. Lincoln County on the run. Shear to the free throw line. Stop. 15-footer, back iron, no good. Relaford offensive rebound. It won't go. Snow battling for it. We've got a whistle. Going to be a jump ball as Snow tied up Emily Glasscock. So it'll stay with Lincoln County as we'll see Lydia Rice and Cheyenne Relaford check in.
Now, you guys are coach, and I haven't. It's 53-19 enough. But if I'm Cassandra, I want to be on Trinity's butt right there. She needed to take that ball to the basket and score. No reason to pull up there.
I agree. I think you try to coach every opportunity you can. 1 minute to go in the second quarter, 53-19. Boyle with the basketball. Dean drives, Glasscock drives, shot no good, rebounded by Lydia Rice. Gets it to Cheyenne Relaford, who hands to Shear. Shear into the front court, to the right side, to Snow. Ball fakes, drives, gets cut off, will work it back out to the wing. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Rice. Rice loses a handle on it, picks it up, tried to get it back to Snow, but is picked off by McGurr. McGurr trying to go coast to coast, lays it, shot, swatted out of bounds by Trinity Shear.
And Shear just makes that. She just trailed her, knew if she wanted to put it up, she just would reach out and swat it. And she did. And that was really a nice pass Snow made to Rice down here.
Three-pointer on the way for Boyle County. Lindsey Wren connects her first bucket of the night. And it's 53-22 in the corner now. Haley Relaford drives, crossover, shot off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Glasscock. Glasscock on the run for Boyle County, into the front court, straight down the middle of the floor, gives it over to Wren. Wren drives to the free throw line, back to Brooke Kaufman. She'll eye a three, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Cheyenne Relaford. 1 second to go. Oh, nearly hit a half-court shot.
Yeah.
That would have been the icing. If you're one of the runners up, you don't even really get to draw because everything's kind of done for you. But
yes,
here we are underway. Second half, Lincoln on top 53-22. Boyle with the basketball. They get it down low to Roney. Roney back to Leaf. She'll fire a three. Got partially blocked. Edmiston goes to get it and taps it back in. Baker shot off the glass. Good.
Good hustle by Gracie Edmiston to save that ball there.
6 points for Michaela Baker, and Lincoln quickly the other way. King can't get her shot to go, but offensive rebound by Wilkes. It won't go. King can't get the putback to go. A lot of bumping down there, no call. Boyle County with the rebound. Roney drives in, gives it to Baker. Baker crosses over, gets to the free throw line. Shot no good. Napier wades in with a big, strong rebound, but gets tied up. Committed the cardinal sin, brought it down to her waist, and Boyle County's Roney able to tie her up.
I would say based on the first 30 seconds that the officials know this is a 30-point game, and the fouls, you're going to have to pound somebody.
Yeah, until they get to the running clock for sure. So now Lincoln County with the basketball in the alternate possession, leading 53-24, 7:12 to go in the third quarter. Wilkes with it, left wing extended, out top to Shear. Shear over to Maddie Boyle on the right side. Right wing out top now to King. King ball fakes, drives, splits a double team, skips through, lays it off the glass and in. What a move by Emma King. 24 points for her on the night.
And that's the problem, Bulls. You try to go man, and then King just goes right through you.
And quickly the other way, Roney drives and gets a bucket and gets it to go. And I think this is how Greg Edwards envisioned this game starting. Maybe teams trading buckets and getting Lincoln into some foul situations, but just didn't start out that way.
No, Boyles couldn't do anything with the Lincoln defense early.
Free throw from Roney off the back iron, no good. Wilkes with it, puts a couple dribbles down and gets it up to King. King in the corner. Maddie Boyle open three, no good. Napier with an offensive rebound, put back, no good, and rebounded by Steinhauer. We'll go the other way now. Roney drives in, kicks it to Baker. She fires a three, got it.
Boyle playing with a little more pep in their step right now.
It is good to see them come out with that large deficit and play this hard. 55-29 your score, 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Still not a dangerous time for Lincoln County, but certainly Boyle with the upper hand in this third quarter. Boyle step back, gives it over to Wilkes. She'll fire a three. It bangs off the back of the iron, rebounded by Shearer, gives it over to King, got it to Boyle. Boyle drives and lays it in.
Nice move by Maddie Boyle. I want to watch as this half goes on. If Roney stays on King as hard as she is right now, how that's going to work out.
Edmiston shot no good, rebounded by Napier. Long down court pass to King. Can't get it to go as Edmiston stepped in, altered the shot, and the ball goes off the hands of a Lincoln County player out of bounds. So back to the Lady Rebels, 57-29, 5:49 to go in the third. Leaf races into the front court and gives over to Baker. Baker picks up a dribble, skip pass to Roney. Ball fakes, drives, gets all the way to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Shot blocked by Wilkes, picked up by Napier. Napier, nice bounce pass to Emma King. Left-handed layup hits the bottom of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Leaf. Good defense that time by Boyle County. Leaf in a trap now, gives it over to Baker. Baker into the front court. It's going to stop and pop. Long two. Won't go. Offensive putback by Steinhauer. It won't go, but she's fouled by Napier.
Yeah, Emma King has missed a couple of shots you would expect her to finish right there, and looks a little tired, which is a little surprising this early in the half. Maybe it's just me, but those are shots you'd expect her to make.
I think one time she got contact and another time she expected contact. Free throw by Steinhauer is good. And that's her first point of the night. We're at 57-30. Boyle's outscored Lincoln 8-4 here in this quarter, so it's 57-30 overall. Second free throw no good, rebounded by Lincoln County. Shearer gets it out top to Wilkes, drives in, 15-foot jumper, no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Leaf. Leaf floats it over to Roney. Roney gets it up to Baker. Baker on the run to the elbow, stops, jumper good.
Boyle's just out working and out hustling and out running Lincoln right now. They're the more aggressive, the quicker, the sharper team.
Maddie Boyle gets it down to Wilkes. Her shot won't go. She got bumped by Steinhauer, but no call. Baker with the rebound and traveled with it.
Lincoln is frustrated right now. I don't know exactly why, but they are frustrated.
Timeout on the floor. Lincoln County takes it. 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln on top, 57-32.
AGE Engineering, land surveying, construction management, subdivision development, highway design. Their telephone number 606-365-8362. Give them a call. Engineering the future. And also tomorrow, a couple of very special programs at the Lincoln County Public Library. It's Cupcake Wars at 1 o'clock. And then it's also the countdown to the siege. And there's going to be a special presentation given about how quilts in the Civil War era actually meant something as far as signals and secret messages that were sent. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow at the Lincoln County Public Library. Kevin Bandura and Larry Vaught to call it. Lincoln's on top, 57-32.
Cupcake Wars.
We need to be some judges for that.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like fun.
Lincoln with the basketball. Maddie Boyle to Napier. Right wing gives it down low to King. Got behind her man and laid it in. Good offensive set that time for the Lady Patriots. Little backdoor cut by King, and Lincoln up 59-32. Leaf over now to Baker on the left wing extended. Gets to the top of the key. Back to Leaf. Leaf floats it over to Baker again. Baker crosses over, floats it to Edmiston in the corner. She gets it out top to Steinhauer. Over now to Roney. Roney, ball fakes, drives, gets it down low to Leaf, puts a power dribble down and lays it in.
I think that was probably a good timeout that Cassandra took for Lincoln right there. Let's see if she can get them charged back up a little bit here.
Leaf with her first bucket of the night. Halfway through the third quarter, Lady Patriots up. Shearer will try a three, and it's good. This one straight through the net instead of the bank shot.
Nice pace by Maddie Boyle there to draw the defense to her.
Leaf driving in traffic, can't get it to go, and Napier with it. Lincoln on the run. Napier down the right side, is going to stop, lay it in.
That's really a good sequence for Lincoln. Shearer hits a three, Napier takes it and goes coast to coast. But that's what they need next week. They need some production out of those two.
Baker fires a contested three off the right wing, and gets it to go, and she has suddenly caught fire. 10 points in this quarter for her, 64-37. Down to Wilkes off the glass and in. Lincoln just gets back down the floor and gets in their offensive set so quickly. By the time I write down the score, they're laying it in on the other end. And Boyle County quickly the other way as Roney drove and had it knocked out of bounds. And I think if you're Greg Edwards, you got to be a little frustrated that why didn't this team play like this to start the game?
Of course, in fairness, I think they were down 30, so they're playing with no fear this half. I mean, you already know you're going to, in spite of what Tim said at halftime, we're going to Lincoln could win. I feel like we already know Lincoln has the game won. I think Boyle's just playing with no fear. Let's just go in there, shoot, play, do what we can this half.
Roney with it in the corner, steps back, picks up her dribble in trouble, and gives it to Edmiston. Edmiston gets by Wilkes, but has her shot blocked from behind. Goes out of bounds and will stay with the Lady Rebels. Boyle County brought in Lindsey Wren and Keely Bowling in at that last dead ball. So Boyle looking to trigger it in. Gets it way out top to Baker, nearly in the backcourt. Baker's picked up by Shear. Angles off to the right. Now back to the left. Drives, has her pocket picked by Boyle off her knee and picked up by Emma King. Lincoln County on the run. King down the right side, double dribble.
Yeah, lost control of the ball a little bit there. I think she looked up and saw Maddie Boyle was trying to get it back where she could go and just kind of lost control of it there.
I think she thought if she passed it was going to get intercepted, so she tried to keep her dribble and dribbled a second time. So 2:51 to go in the third. Lindsey Wren with it in the backcourt for Boyle County. 66-37 Lady Patriots. Wren right side to Baker. Baker drives, gets to the elbow, kicks it back out. Roney fakes, drives. She's bumped by Shearer. Maybe the third foul on Shearer.
Roney creates a lot of contact. She doesn't shy away from it at all. So she'll drive right into you.
I mentioned her rebounding earlier, Larry. She's the leading rebounder in school history.
And doesn't look like it, but if you just look at her, would she?
Wren misfires on a three, rebounded by Emma King. King crossover, middle of the floor, gets to the left wing, stops. Lincoln will set the offense. Shovels it over to Maddie Boyle. Boyle back to King. King's going to fire a three. Got it. Why not?
Just two experienced players knew what they were doing right there and made it look easy.
29 points for Emma King, 69-37, 2:13 to go in the third. Baker, three, back iron, no good. Maddie Boyle with the rebound. Lincoln again on the run. Down the middle of the floor. Maddie Boyle stops, gives it over to Emma King. Ball fakes, drives. Floater, no good, but she and Edmiston look like two trucks hitting in an intersection.
Yeah. I think Emma King bounced backwards off of Gracie Edmiston right there. Definite foul, but Gracie wasn't going to let her go to the basket there.
Nothing malicious there,
no.
just contact.
So Emma created the contact, yeah.
With 2 minutes to go in the third, Emma King misses a free throw. 69-37 your score. Napier's going to check back in to replace Wilkes. And I'd say it's probably the best of both worlds for Cassandra McWhorter in the sense of you still have a comfortable lead, but Boyle kind of punched Lincoln in the mouth to start this quarter. And she has something that she can keep her starters in and coach them up on while having a comfortable lead. That's an unusual sequence of events.
Yeah, I was starting to say maybe it'd be good to let them have to play a whole third quarter because it's been a while, hasn't it?
Been a little while.
Well, they had to against Casey County the other night.
Yeah.
Wren working on Maddie Boyle, drives in and charges. That's a great charge taken by Lydia Rice. She set herself up early. Greg Edwards is complaining about that call, but I thought Rice beat her to the spot and got set up for that, and Wren just plowed into her.
You don't see a lot of girls that'll stand there and take that kind of charge, but Rice got there and did a really nice job.
Maddie Boyle into the front court, picked up by Roney, angles off to the left, now crosses over to the right, ball fakes and lays it off the glass and in. And that looked like she had that ball on a string.
That's a 35-point lead there, Tim.
So that should get the running clock, 72-37 here. Out top now to Roney. Roney drives, and she is bumped, and that will be a foul on Anna Lane. So that'll be the fourth Lincoln foul.
No running clock, Tim.
Well, they are going to stop it here for free throws.
Yeah.
So they stop it for free throws and timeouts and injuries. First free throw from Roney is good. Edmiston checks back in for the Lady Rebels. Lincoln County will bring in Haley Relaford to replace Shearer. 12 points for Roney. She and Baker have carried the load offensively for the Lady Rebels. Second free throw, no good. Napier with an easy rebound. 1:25 to go in the third. Lincoln up 72-38. Maddie Boyle with it, right side, picked up by Roney. Directing traffic, crossover dribble. Works back out to get the separation, so there's no count. Lincoln with Haley Relaford, Rice, Anna Lane, Maddie Boyle, and Zaria Napier on the floor. So kind of an interesting five on the floor. And Maddie Boyle is knocked down and fouled with Wren, or fouled by Wren. 1 minute to go in the backcourt. To Maddie Boyle. Boyle now over to Anna Lane, right wing. Gets a screen, gets to the free throw line. Was a give and go, and Rice didn't go and threw it away to Edmiston. Edmiston long down court pass to Wren. Wren working on Napier and just loses it out of bounds. You're right, they weren't informed to continue to keep the clock running because they've stopped.
I saw the timekeeper and the official talking there, so I don't know.
I know in talking to our timekeeper, Brad Hoover, it's difficult. You get trained to stop the clock every time you hear the whistle, so they just need to get used to it. Maddie Boyle gets it out to Rice. Rice down low to Relaford, who lays it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Roney. Boyle County on the run. Roney over to Keeley Bowling. 18-footer off the rim, no good. Steinhauer with the rebound. Gets it down to Edmiston. She's fouled hard by Rice. 17.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lincoln County on top 72-38. Boyle County will go to the free throw line for two.
Now they just told them the running clock needs to ensue after, except they stop it, like you said, Kevin, on injuries and timeouts, of course, and free throws.
Well, what they'll do is, as Edmiston hits the first free throw, when there's a foul made, the clock will continue to run. The official will come over and give the signal as to who the foul was on, and then they stop the clock. So it's not a complete running clock in that sense, but they do shave some time as they can. Second free throw from Edmiston is good. 8 points for her tonight.
We will see, because that's the third time the officials talked to him. So
Maddie Boyle with it, crosses over, gets by her man, shot blocked by Steinhauer. Boyle got it after the block, but was standing on the end line, and now the clock is running. Now the Boyle fans are complaining about it, but they're wrong.
I think they just held off to get Tim a little excited. Don't know how much he likes it.
It will be a running clock in the final quarter. Lincoln County got the running clock at 72-37. That's the 35-point lead. It's now 72-40. Here's Kevin Bandera and Larry Vaught.
Bowling to trigger it in and gets it into Edmiston. Edmiston gets by Napier, lays it up and in.
Yeah, really easy play there for Edmiston. Just went right by Napier. No trouble.
Shear into the front court. 30-point lead for Lincoln County in this final quarter. Tries to get it on low to Wilkes and does. Wilkes gives it to a cutting Shear. Shear drives in, gets it to Napier. 15-foot baseline jumper, good.
When Napier takes her time, she really has a nice shot, doesn't she?
4 points for her tonight. She hasn't had to shoot much tonight. Boyle with it into the front court. Wren bounces it over to Steinhauer. Steinhauer to the high post to Edmiston. Splits a double team. Can't get it to go, and she's fouled. Napier and Shearer right there. It's going to be on Napier. She's been saddled with some foul trouble. That's her fourth.
Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a pretty good double team by Shearer and Napier there, so I could see them talking to each other.
Yeah, Napier claiming, as most basketball players do when the whistle doesn't go their way, that I was straight up.
Yeah. Now, again, Edmonson's really good at powering her way to the basket and drawing that foul, so give her some credit for that.
Missed the first free throw. Second one is good. Boyle with 3 players in double figures. Edmiston with 11, Baker with 14, and Roney with 12. But Emma King the other way and gets whistled for the travel. Boyle County will bring in Michaela Baker and Danielle Roney. Got a little break at the quarter and for another minute into this fourth quarter. Clock continues to run here. 7 minutes to go in regulation. Lincoln County most assuredly going to cut down the nets again here for the 45th district title. It'll be after the boys game. They won't do it before. Lincoln County's Emma King fought for the steal. It went out of bounds off of Boyle County, so it'll be Lincoln County basketball.
Yeah, Boyle's really done a nice job this year to win 20 games because losing Emmy Harris, who's now at Utah State, and Emmy did a little bit of everything for this team. Could run the point, could score, defend, rebound, and they had to try to develop some new roles, but they just kind of lack that dominant ball handler and playmaker.
And that's something Emmy Harris gave them, was somebody that could break the press by herself. Napier wheels around her man, can't get it to go, rebounded by Steinhauer. Out now to Edmiston. To Baker. She'll stop and pop from three. Back iron, no good. Wilkes with the rebound. Napier had a hand on it. Wilkes pulled it down to Shearer. Straight down the middle of the floor. 18-foot jumper. Missed to the left. Rebounded by Baker. Boyle County on the run. Floats it down to Edmiston. Shot up. Blocked by Shearer. Edmiston got her own and got blocked by Wilkes, who saves it in bounds and has the dribble. Wilkes. And then she double dribbled.
Yeah.
Tried to get a little bounce pass over to Emma King and lost the handle on it.
Yeah. Just one more little tidbit about Emmy Harris. She's having an okay season out of Utah State as a freshman, but they are transitioning her, it looks like right now, to point guard. To try to, and they may even redshirt her next year, let her have another year to work on that. But they like her size and athleticism at the point and are thinking of moving her strictly to point guard.
Nice pass down to Edmiston, who lays it in. And I think Emmy Harris can attribute all of her success to me as her youth league soccer coach. Boyle County with the steal. Edmiston goes up and gets fouled, and I believe Napier's going to have a seat for the rest of the night.
That's why she needs a year of redshirt to transition from all that time she's put in on soccer instead of basketball.
She might need years of therapy from youth league soccer. You mentioned her athleticism. That's certainly something that's stood out for a long, long time.
Great hurdler in track, too. Won a state championship every year.
Baker to the free throw line. Hits the first one. She has 15 points on the night. Lincoln County will bring in Barnes and Rice, Courtney Snow, Cheyenne Relaford. Also Anna Lane on the floor. So Lincoln County with some players getting some district championship experience tonight. 5:10 to go in regulation. Lincoln County on top 74-46. Second free throw good from Baker. Courtney Snow into the front court, working on Baker, angles off to the right and leaves it for Anna Lane. Lane drives, gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Barnes. Barnes to Snow. Snow to Lane, left wing, now brings it back to the top of the key, crosses over, gets by her man, goes up, has her shot blocked, but she's fouled. That's Emily Glasscock. That will be the third team foul on Boyle County. Correction, fourth. And then we'll send Anna Lane to the free throw line for two with 4:46 to go in the ball game.
Now Lane just has a hard time getting in the game because of who she's playing behind. And there's a lot of teams in the 12th region she play an awfully lot.
Second free throw. First free throw is no good. Second one is good. She has 5 points on the night. Get it into Roney. Roney over the right side to Baker. Jacks up a three. It's a little long, no good. Edmiston had a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds. It'll go back to Lincoln County. They'll bring in McGurr. Also bring Rachel Leith back in the ball game with 4:25 to go on the clock running here. 75-47. Lady Patriots on their way to another dominating district performance this season. Snow into the front court, working on Baker. Crosses over, gives it over now to Barnes. Barnes looking, bounces it down low to Lane. Lane spins in traffic, gives it to Relaford. Shot no good. Snow battling for the rebound, can't control it. It will go back to the Lady Rebels. We're halfway through the fourth and Lincoln up 75-47.
Good execution there. Just really ran the offense well.
Well, that's one shout out to Jason Todd listening to us tonight. He says, what a trio with a three.
Jason must need something.
Yeah, we're not running in the morning.
Top of the key, McGurr. Left side to Dean. Skip pass over to Baker. Fires a three. Front iron. No good. Rebounded by Cheyenne Relaford. Relaford into the front court. Racing down the left side. Steps back. Cut off, and we'll get it back out to Lane. Lane, top of the key. Crosses over. Gets to the free throw line. Back out to Snow. Snow had a three and didn't take it. We'll back it out and run the offense. Right side to Lane. Lane puts a couple dribbles down and back to Snow. 3:10 to go in the ball game.
Really good patience and disciplines from the Lincoln reserves rather than just fire up some shots, trying to run the offense and do what they're supposed to do here.
Over to Rice. Rice to Barnes. Barnes drives, tried to dump it down low to Relaford. It's knocked out of bounds by Boyle County. Lady Rebels will bring in Jaden Brock to replace Baker. Baker had a nice game tonight for Boyle County, especially in that third quarter. 16 points on the night for her. Lincoln County now going deeper to the bench. Claudia Paget checks in, as does Allie Lynn and Haley Relaford. Savannah Robbins also in the game. Get it out top to Lynn. Lynn bounces it in the corner to Haley Relaford. Down low to Robbins, and Robbins in a trap. Got a jump ball to stay with Lincoln County. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Lady Patriots raced out to a 31-9 advantage at the end of the first quarter and never looked back. Lynn puts the dribble down, back out top to Barnes. Barnes working on her man, crosses over, tried to bounce it down low to Robbins and got a kick ball, so it will stay with the Lady Patriots.
A nice idea there, but her made the right play. This ball got kicked as she was getting inside there.
Into Barnes. Barnes fakes, drives, gets it out now to Lynn. Lynn works it back out. Right side to Barnes. Barnes back to Lynn. Lincoln really running the offense here. Back to Barnes on the right wing. Back out top to Lynn. Lynn angles off to the left. Is cut off by McGurr. Will work it back out. Now goes to the left and bounces it to Relaford. Relaford gets a screen. Little pick and roll. Paget couldn't get there. Picked off by McGurr. Boyle County on the run. McGurr balances the floor. Gets it on the left side to Dean. Back to McGurr. Drives in. Shot up, air ball, rebounded by Savannah Robbins. Robbins picked up her dribble, had her pocket picked, and that is going to send McGurr to the free throw line. McGurr got the strip, and then Robbins fouled her on her shot attempt with 1:07 to go in the ball game.
Just noticed that my buddy Kaylee Mazzell from WKYT is here. So 11:20 tonight on WKYT. You ought to be able to see a few highlights from this game tonight, Tim, if you're up that way.
How much fun was that with Alan Cutler the other day?
It was a lot of fun.
Cutler was on.
I would like to be able to Cutler cooks a meal, wouldn't you?
Oh, my God. Who would have thunk it that we'd be talking about Cutler's eating habits?
Oh, if you've been around him, he talks about that all the time. He's been on and off more diets than any human being I've ever known.
That's what you said.
Free throws were no good. Lincoln raced down, got a shot. Picked up by Boyle County. Back on this end. Glasscock with it at the circle. Drives in. Fakes it. Goes in. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes dribbles through a double team. Throws it down to Relaford. Crossover dribble. Lays it up and in.
Really like her game.
Yeah. I mean, she does everything well except finish the shot usually. But her hustle and determination, she really is. What did you say? She's a sophomore?
She's a freshman.
Yeah.
So, bright future for her. 30-point lead for Lincoln County. Shot up for Boyle, no good. Rebounded by Paget. Paget brought it down around her waist. Unfortunately, didn't have it tied up to Barnes. Long down court pass to Relaford. Can't get it to go. Other side, Savannah Robbins puts it back in. A couple of reserve buckets here. We're 79-47 with 5 seconds to go. Glasscock drives, air ball. And that's the final horn. Lady Patriots are 45th district champions once again. Final score 79-47. We come back, we'll wrap things up.